When it comes to losing weight in 2025, technology and weight loss go hand in hand. And I've got 5 apps here today that will help you lose weight, and they might not be exactly what you've expected. But the first one probably is, and that is an app that will track your calories like FitnessPal or NutriCheck, or any different variation that will allow you to track what you're eating, how much of it you're eating, to allow you to stay on track. These apps have a massive food database, and some of them now even allow you to take photos of your food and upload it to track what calories is in them. Knowing how much you are eating, how many calories you are consuming is key to you losing weight. If you don't know what you put in your body, how can you expect to reach your goals? Whichever of these apps that you use, it will allow you to make smart choices and track the food that you're eating. Next up, we've got our food tracked. We also need to track our activity levels. I actually have a couple of devices that I use for this. I wear both an Apple Watch and a Whoop. You do not need both, it just depends on your preference. But even if you don't have an Apple Watch, your standard apps in your phone, I'm talking Apple here because you should be using an Apple these days. Your standard apps in your phone will track your activity. The activity app inside of an iPhone tracks your steps, exercise if you record them on your Apple Watch. So whether you're running, weight training, cycling, going for a swim, you can track your activities and you know how much you are exercising and if you are hitting your exercise goals. This makes it super easy to stay on top of your activity levels. However, one thing these apps can't do is track if you are improving your training, improving your exercise. For example, if you are weight training, you want to count how many reps and sets and weight you are doing for each exercise. In order to do that, there are different options. For this, it makes it a lot easier if you're using an app to track these. So you can input your results from a session, and the next session, it can tell you this is what you did, this is what you need to do to improve on it. Inside my coaching, I use the Trainerize app, which allows me to create a workout plan and roll them out to my clients so they can see this data as well. However, if you're not currently investing in online coaching, there are other options out there. You've got an alternative app that allows you to track your weight, your sets, your reps, and make sure you are continuously improving this. That will go a long way into making sure that you can lose weight and make progress in your training. One of the biggest downfalls people have is not following that structured approach with progressive overload to make sure training is continually improving. Usually these sort of apps either involve investing in coaching or actually paying for an app in order for it to track your progress. If you're not bothered about any of that, you can simply use the Notes app in your phone. Write down the workouts that you are doing in each training block, track again your sets, your reps, your weights, and then just consult that every time you have that session again. If you feel like you can stay on top of your workouts and your routine yourself, you don't need a fancy app. The Notes is fine. You can just make sure that when you consult your Notes app every single session, you're trying to do that little bit better. And the last one, which could be the most important one, is your Spotify app. Now, I don't know about you, but there's nothing worse than going to the gym and having your headphones dying and having to listen to the gym music. Gym music is notoriously known for not being all that good. And even if it is, they need to please a mass audience when it comes to their music. So it's not going to be the music that you enjoy and love. Personally, it depends what mood I'm in, but it can either be a country playlist, a house playlist, or even like a 2000s throwback playlist to get me through a good workout. A good playlist in the gym for you can power your workout alone. Now, there's no science behind that, but from experience, I've no doubt that it can be true. It makes a run seem so much shorter and a weight seem so much lighter. So make sure you've got that Spotify, or if you're that way inclined, Apple Music, to power you through your workouts. There you have it, the 5 good apps that you need to make sure that you lose weight. And some of them definitely won't have been what you're expecting. People will try push out these fancy apps that you need to download to make sure it happens. But as long as you're tracking how much you eat, tracking how much you exercise, and having that music to power you through, you won't go too far wrong. So if you're currently not doing any of these, I'd love to know in the comments which of these apps are you going to try first. Please remember to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I will speak to you soon.